Yo, 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 yo. What it do? Sosa gang. Yo, yo, yo. What it do, gang? It's your boy Big Sosa. With another episode of The Basement. Denver OKC. I gotta get something going on my bets.
Jay Billis from all of us, all of you at home. Happy Mother's Day. George Zanella joining us in just a moment. Let's start talking about the respective rosters. OKC has the youngest team in the NBA, the deeper team, but Denver certainly James leading into its compromise committee, and especially its experience. Yeah, experienced starters, and they played most of the way in that overtime win in Game 3. In the game where Nikola Jokic didn't have his fastball shooting at 8 of 25, 0 of 10 for 3. Jamal Murray was spectacular making challenge shots, but the difference was Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. was great. He was challenged on every shot and made them. But nobody has been better in the big moments of these playoffs than Aaron Gordon. In Game 1, knocking down the game winner after the Russell Westbrook pass, getting into the middle. And then in Game 3, down 3, knocking down the corner 3 to send this game to overtime. Gordon had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. He's been consistent at a high level and moved into the floor as anyone in this series. Having a career here for the Nuggets and George Zanella, that's why they call him Mr. Nugget. No question, Jonesy, an endearing nickname by the fans, as the fans just kind of looking at Paul in the kid for them. But regarding Aaron Gordon, when I spoke to David Allen, their head coach, he talked about just the versatility, right, both on offense and defense, and the embodiment of how he absolutely stars in his role. When I spoke to OKC about their mindset heading into Game 30, their head coach, Mark Daigneault, simply said to us, they like to win the days in between, so he simply just reminded them, just remember who you are, Jonesy. Well, they won 68 games during the regular season. As we take a look at how continue to lean into their two All-Stars. Well, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and then Jalen Williams. And Alexander's been awesome throughout the course of these playoffs. He didn't have his first game in Game 3, just 7 of 22 bodies coming at him. Guarded most of the time by Christian Brown, also by Jamal Murray. He saw some man, saw some zone, saw some box and one. But he's going to have to do a better job taking on this defense, especially in the fourth quarter. When there's 2 on the ball, when he gives it up, his teammates have to start knocking down some of these perimeter shots. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander needs to start getting to the free throw line more. He shoots about 9 per game, only had 5 free throw attempts in Game 3. We give Christian Brown credit. He did a great technical. In this game, Gilgeous-Alexander is the least of my worries right now. We'll have the opening tip. Game 4 from Ball Arena right after this break. all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator. This presentation of the NBA playoffs will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations. New Chipotle honey chicken, presenting of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle honey chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level. Jim, okay. That's what. Spider? Complicated instructions? Sure, just add it and we'll talk. That's a cool sweater. Here are a few ways to dress it up.
Macy's Memorial Sale is your chance to bring home the mattress you've been dreaming of. Get up to 60% off top brands, plus a free adjustable base or box spring on select mattresses. And get a Macy's Memorial Day sale.
Looks like he's good and ended up in an empty pantry. But now it's not good enough to find that fresh and
Okay, we got that going. We got that bed in. Nachos on the Sunday, man.
The most outgoing workers in the country. Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not
Mama Sosa out of town.
it's a commitment. And now, at this unprecedented moment
So I just been
in history, who benefits from Ford's commitment to America for over 120 years? You. Employee
I just been vibing, surviving.
Two cities with Christmas story. Two teams looking to seize the lead. Jalen Brunson and Carl Anthony Towns. Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. The Chiefs post school. Orlando Celtics assert their dominance. The NBA playoffs round 2. Celtics Knicks tomorrow on ESPN. There's nothing easy there. Smash it. Always made for it. Can't smash things you have here to perfection. Be America's Smash Your Word.
Woo,
Smash it.
was good.
Boys, I'm back. I'm Mike and I'm there. We can't wait to return just like our parents. Our family's been fighting for families like yours for over 35 years. When you're injured, I'm 1-1 for the people, for the families. There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people that keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver.
Oh, they don't want to open these. I guess open just to open, but I ain't gonna eat them.
This is 6,600 in average by mid-savings. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. About an hour ago, the air ball became shot.
Fruities.
Nothing all over you. Welcome to Dunk City. I'm there. And Sharon. Who's got the sauce? We caught me. I was not me. Being ready for the moment, I'm saying this is just perfect. I don't ever want to put so well. And I think it's good to get ready for the next one. It's the NBA playoffs presented by Google. Welcome everyone to Denver for Game 4 of the conference semifinals. Delivered by Chipotle. Here from Ball Arena. A pivotal and critical run coming up in a few moments as the precocious and poised OKC Thunder are going to have their mettle tested here on the road in Game 4, trying to prevent from falling into a 3-1 deficit against the champs from 2023. The instructions as we take a look at today's starting lineups brought to you by Popeyes. 235 for the Thunder, Gilgis Alexander. Rocky Crew. Jim Holmgren and Isaiah Harkison. Jr. Out of the previous game, Aaron Gordon and the three-time MVP, Jokic at the 5 for Denver. Only 2 times this year have the Thunder lost consecutive games. And Gilgis Alexander found that he would be better here in Game 4. He could also benefit for the MVP candidate and reigning MVP Jokic.
Oh, on my prize picks. He was going on the prize picks.
It's 5-2 with a 2-1 lead in best of 7 series. Still amassing critical experience. They were looking forward to this matchup, in fact, against Denver, hoping and knowing that the Nuggets would bring out the best in them. And the Nuggets will bring it across. Really against Harkison. Just a look at the total action so far this time. It's a post up for Jokic. He's sitting on his right hand, really from outside. That one barrels off the front. Well, that's what Denver lost to do. Isolated him because they have to keep up to his space. And somebody hit the scoop spot on that open three. Defensively by Williams, the Morgan Group. Here's Porter Jr. line over at the other end. He shoots an air ball and to you see that heavy wrap on his left shoulder that he's trying to work out right there. He's been playing with a shoulder that he cannot lift above his head. What do you have to do? Michael Porter Jr. is on for that. Or, you know, he's 8-3, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 of 6 from 3. Maybe he's a huge man to make a shot. After he ranks out, tip to Gilgis Alexander. Another opportunity inside. Down. No whistle. There goes Jokic. Jokic is 8 for 25 in Game 3. Portland got peeled and replayed by Williams. Playing with all his mates here. Breaking and finding the Williams to knock that play. Gilgis Alexander on Porter Jr. Great pocket pass into the jumper spot. And the first field goal of the game goes to Jim Holmgren. Makes great decisions out of those difficult situations. He's got that left-handed floater that we've talked about. He's also an excellent passer, playmaker on the short ball.
What's happening?
Loose ball. Murray, Canadian national team teammates. That will rattles out. As Leo scored these standards in the team, takes its first field goal. Holmgren trying to keep it standing for a while with a miss. After setting this little screen, just gets a short ball and catches it on the free throw line. He draws the ball praise and the defender able to get his hands off because he's such an alert passer that Chet Holmgren with his off the elbow and challenged by Jalen Williams late. You really have to get the ball over if you're on the catch. You're going to be 6'10". If he gets that ball above his head, it's really difficult to block that shot. He just gave him a rear view mirror flyby and really blocked it. Great defense by Jalen Williams coming on the playoff career high 32 in game 3. Brown pounding against Alexander. There's the ball, and it's going to be a foul first on Jokic. They put him in space on some ball screen action. It's been one of the points of emphasis. That's going to be his first personal foul. He was upset because it was offensive initiated contact, but he wasn't in the
My iPhone download 8 months. My other phone. Damn.
stationary and then had to put it on the deck. In my judgment, can't overstate how much takes and toughness he showed in game 3. In game 1 and 2, he wasn't very productive in large measure because, as you pointed out, he can't really lift both arms over his head because of that injured left shoulder. Is it something that last one? I don't think it would be. But for him, I mean, knocked down shots early, but he was diving on the floor and still grabbed 8 rebounds. Pass to the mid-range, shake with Alexander. With his first field goal, the team up by 4. Oklahoma City committed all over the court. The opportunities SGA is going to have to attack the defense. Here's more on the edge. Jokic out top. Up to first speed out court. He got to the ring. And blocked by Hartenstein. This is a top 5 defense during the regular season. Court couldn't catch out of the other end. Rebounded by Jokic. The good job defensively in game 3. Those things are not getting it. Great slip screen by Brown. He slams it on. This is a good rebound last back game of game 3. With 8 points. That's why I just think it is good. He seen over the defense of the Hartenstein risk play. Tied up. And we're going to have a short ball, it looks like. Jalen Williams has been sticking like glue to Gordon so far this game. At that block a moment ago against former junior, just really intelligent defense tries to stay in front of one after the ball with 2 hands. If you're going to try to slap it out or knock it away, that's when you're going to pick up a foul. But you go after it with 2 hands, you're more likely to be able to tie that thing up. So Gordon and Williams to jump. Control.
Hey man, y'all see what's going on, man? Black Ops the movement, man. Y'all see what's going on, baby? Yeah, okay then. Okay then. I got a ball too. I got one y'all can sit on like that. God damn. I love
I don't know what happened to my boy Sam. Bullshit.
Like us, the people of the city of Sky, above the moon, the daylight, above, oh, man, narrating again, you stupid sausage. What about the sausage? What did I know you Right. Oh, sausage. Hello, wonderful honey. Excuse me. What's this up now? Helen picked up her groceries and wanted to die. You work out. What brings you? He loved to go hunting. You're not useless. She sent you here to kill me? Your choice. Introducing the Cool Ultra Zero. Zero test. Just 29 minutes. Stay in the game with the Ultra Zero. That's loud, Joe. Hey, Capital One Smart Cash Plus card. It's a serious business card with unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. So they reinvested their cash back to help build their retail store. What's in your wallet? Our Intercept Staff platform connects every corner of your business with AI agents to run for people. Like secret agents? No, more like autonomous minions that you control. Why? Well, Jen's agents resolve simple customer issues, and Patty's agents flag network problems. Not my agents. Like, we all have agents? Oh yeah, and on the Service Now platform, everyone's agents work together so everything works better. And I have agents? This combo means that combinations with this name your own creation. Entrees with your choice of size. Oh, and the screen is one prize. Have it your way. It won't take you straight. It brings space to you. Introducing the three-row all-electric Hyundai Ioniq with class-leading interior space.
Let's take a look at today's spotlight brought to you by PayPal. The numbers for Filters Alexander on. Today, it's an 8-game sample size, but he attended yesterday's voluntary shoot-around, and he's off to a great start here so far, Jay. Denver has started out this game playing in man. They started out being 3 in zone, but they're putting Jacoby Jokic in ball screen situations. And important for Hartenstein to set a really good screen with Jokic in drop coverage. That means shooting as Alexander can either take him on or just pull up for that little short jumper. 2 of 3 to start the game. Both teams have struggled in the field, missing wide open shots. I don't expect that to continue right before these 3 minutes of regulation. Caruso and Wiggins coming in as well game for the Thunder. Williams on Morgan now. Picked up his dribble and five on the shot clock. There to go. And knocked away. Good contest. A whistle and a foul call with on the shot clock on Jay Williams. Oklahoma City right there just knocking the ball away. If Williams doesn't get a piece of this ball,
That didn't drag no key. Aisha, that's me. Like Grisky. That's me. It's also hard. And then nobody never said that it was over with for Drake. No way. They just say he lost the battle, which I don't think he lost the battle. The cheese and shit. From that, you know. I never seen this strong get commercial vibe. And then it was a perfect time. Almost like it was thought out. He's not no beef. He's gonna try to slow and then end his career. Since he's been at the top for 10, 12 years. I got Russell down for 10 points. You better get it. That's a bunch of one first quarter. Folk got 5 to 7. With 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 5 to 7. OKC with 7. Did I take a total? Dork. Dork. 7-14. OKC. So them still yet to score just 5-7. I was talking about.
Second team foul against Denver. We've got a timeout on the floor. Oklahoma City, one of the best defensive teams on defense in the league. But Alex Caruso battling the calling of pitch, trying to get around in front using his strength and his quickness and length. But also he does a great job getting out to shooters and closing out SGA, helping out Father that shot. This ship collected 5 different platforms from the darkest corners of the universe.
Sosa basement reporting live from the club. Club PV. Hey, we going down there. Last night. Shit, man. I finna clean up here and get my ass to the crib.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal is back. Give you a medium iced or hot coffee, bacon, egg, and cheese, and 6 toasty hash browns. It's the biggest deal on breakfast. Dunkin's $6 meal deal.
Life is always changing. And our love sack couch adapts to it all. Gathering around for game day one moment, reconfiguring for entertaining the next. And tomorrow, a new look entirely. It's always there to help us relax and recharge. No matter the moment, it's exactly what we need it to be. Because love sack adapts to life. Our life.
Dan loves playoff basketball on Underdog, because all Dan has to do is pick higher or lower on his favorite players. When he gets it right, he can win up to 1,000 times his money. New customers sign up and deposits and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits.
An unprecedented transcontinental race begins on Nintendo Switch 2. Mario Kart World. It's a Michael Disney 2-night celebration. BMW performs and find out which 3 will compete in the grand finale. Michael Rock tonight and tomorrow on ABC.
You're watching the NBA playoffs presented by Google. We're in Denver for Game 4 of the conference semifinals. Delivered by Chipotle. Only his mental health awareness.
Adobe Acrobat Pro.
Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit?
Shit, I don't know. I think
Who's
it's
calling that shit?
my time.
Yeah. OVO Sound 2025. Who's calling that shit? Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a fine ass home, and that's real. Stop teasing me. Stop teasing me. I could change your life so easily. I keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me. Leaving me. We got sticks in the thug illegally. Got the whole six side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP. We got members west on the 401. We got a lock on the game, but there's more to come. You gotta pop that ass to the morning come. You want shots for the girls, they don't order some. Who's calling that? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who? 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 Hey, is it Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Ashley? Was it Danny? Is it Party? Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function?
I know I got good Wi-Fi service. I don't know what it. Let's run it back. So we can run it back.
Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who? 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 Yeah. Yeah. OVO Sound 2025. Who's calling that shit? Is it Stacy?
Oh,
Is it Becky?
what it do? It's dead. Yeah. All right.
Is it Keisha? Is it Ashley? Was it Danny? Is it Party? Where's the function? Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a fine ass home, and that's real. Stop teasing me. Stop teasing me. I could change your life so easily. I keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me. Leaving me. We got sticks in the thug illegally. Got the whole six side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP. We got members west on the 401. We got a lock on the game, but there's more to come. You gotta pop that ass to the morning come. You want shots for the girls, they don't order some. Who's calling it? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who? 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 Hey, is it Stacy? Is it Becky?
get back to the game. Well, it's tripping. I mean, some commercials. No, yeah. Where am I looking? Yes, Steve. Like Chris Steve. Said it, man. You heard it. It's like bet, bet checker. Trying to check this bet. I ain't got no charge yet, man. There's a lot of people go out too. Well, I'm feeling percentage of the cut back down. That's weird. Back to the gun. Back to the gun. Damn. Look at man. 21-8. Man, 7 ain't starting in the second quarter for the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where is it?
take it the other way. There's no way Denver's going to be able to guard a run out. If this turns into facing ball, it's a real home for him. He puts on his active hands. Well, there's another one. Denver gets accomplished with these 98 units. They had a score in the last 6:46. Back down to Brown for three. Missed his last one. That one comes off two. They're off and running. They have numbers if they choose. Gildas Alexander on the cross. Joe from the corner. Wallace for the offensive rebound. Gildas Alexander wide open. He can't dash. Missed opportunity that time by the Thunder. Those are the shots that usually come down after an offensive rebound. But boy, this team, OKC, lethal in transition. Well, this starts with their defense. The pressure on the ball, the active hands to knock it away. And then taking it down the other way, give Hartenstein credit for running
Yo,
the
man,
floor.
let's go.
Gives the signal to Caruso, he just throws it up. Those are what they call easy baskets. So you have to work really hard to get an easy basket. Oklahoma City does that. Right at the free throw line, knocks down the first foul. It's a moment ago, Jokic on the bench. 0 for 3 from the field so far. 6 rebounds there. Now knocks down 2. So Westbrook took the full court pressure. Dropping back now defensively. Quick anticipation. And then fouled by Gildas Alexander. He tried to get out of the way and put it in time. And a chorus of boos cascading down on the presumptive MVP. Here's another look. Denver was back in that 2-3 zone, just a lazy pass. But Christian Brown was able to pick off and take the other way, and he's at his best in transition. Basketball fan. There's another play. Lucha basketball. Jonesy, I spoke to Christian Brown earlier today. He talked about Ron Lisa, a 3-time all-conference player at Missouri. Talk about not only holding it down at the house, but his first basketball coach was harder than him. In regards to his game, then he told this coach in Kansas, hey, you can be as hard on me as you want. Nobody's going to be harder than me than Bob. Hartenstein on the offensive glass, lead back up to 13. Caruso switches on the road and switches up to take something away. That's not a passive switch. So that's really wearing it down over time. Gordon with the big guy. He's an improved shooter this year. So coach Stephen Gray. John with his 3-ball lead. Alexander missed that shot. Great job in game 3. Putting 2 on the ball, and that's where I thought there was some isolation set of shots, especially in the front court. Murray got to the rim and draws the foul. He'll get to it, by the way, that's the 5th team foul against the Thunder, so Denver will be. Gildas Alexander gets that good frustrated by Joe. He wants to take the ball down the lane line. Christian Brown did a really good job of keeping his body in front and forcing a really tough 2. And everybody's locked in on this Denver defense and making sure they put 2 on Gildas Alexander. They can make a tough shot. Make it good. Gildas Alexander efficient in his from the field. Increases 3-point shooting percentage and productivity. Born in Toronto, grew up in Hamilton, Ontario. Real calming voice of this young Thunder contender. And one of the few players that lifts his game in the playoffs. 18 in the regular season, 23 in the playoffs. Allen comes off the Porter Jr. OKC now 1 for 14 from Duke. Little handoff to Murray from Jokic. Back to the corner. Nice shooting continues. Taylor, folks, get this, is 3 for 26. Business Alexander checks into the office and cashes out. That's his foul. He just gets in the Michael Porter Jr.'s body. He uses that off arm to kind of push off a little bit, and that creates that space. He's such a good mid-range shooter. He's always like push off. Inside, that's a good foul.
Find a little push 15, 27, 11, 5, and 7.
A little discard, but he just gets right into your body, knocks you back, and walks you to the floor. What's a push off? May not be over a foul. Christian Brown back in the free throw. Let's put it this way: it's a push off when your opponent does it. It's a great play when your team does it. See, there you go. See, that's why I feel secure in sitting next to you. It's a education, man. I hear this one more time. SGA from one of his favorite spots. That's creating space right there, and it's going against the 6'10" guy. But when you're knocked back a bit, it's tough to recover and get really good pressure on that shot. He's the team's optional shooter on this guy. Brown knocks down the second field goal, and it was down to 10. 8 minutes left is opening out in his total game 4. We'll shift back to Oklahoma City in a couple of days. Williams finds the seam. Isaiah Tillman now brings out loose ball. Willis pursues it, tries to lock it up for Holmgren, who wasn't expecting it. He's over the ground. He's getting really good shots. It's not making him just with the line. Williams getting back down by Jokic. Brown outside. Jokic still ice cold from deep. Over for his hand. Previously, 0-2 to start here tonight. I don't think they've had no losses against that shoot. It was easy to bring the shoot. Williams. Always on the clock. One more point. Jalen Williams in space. Only with 2 on the shot clock. That's going to be a traveling violation. Another turnover with 8 of the first half. Denver has 7. This one not shaping up to end up on ESPN Classic. I don't think Oklahoma City is going to get 87 points in the first half. Every time goes to Williams team to that to Kobe, and he gives it away. So good point in case the ball from breaking that up. There's balls in the other end. Holmgren the trailer. We'll pull it back down now. Drive down Jokic. Nice cut by Jimbo. Holmgren against 42. Holmgren. Is it good against 41? See somebody screw against 29-17. That's 6 and a half to go. The first half. Wallace trying to stick to Murray. Jokic the Waller. Found that one right alone. That's his first field goal of the game. Really not serious by
19, 29, 10-point guys. Let's get it.
That's going to be Jokic wide open as well. That's going to be a foul against the Nuggets. With their 13th foul. Never comes off that recognition.
What did you bring back from your last trip? A dumpling you'll never forget. Nature truly feels like a bit of local art. A soulmate for the week. Finding out, watching, and quick. Connected. They say it is. Go with Mary Converse, making you the greatest souvenir of all. Explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences.
What you got to say? Say, hey, hey, hey.
To do with that, he said, no, I've seen that move, I've made that move, I know how to defend it, and so tough stuff on the racetrack right now, but that's what you expect with world-class race car drivers in world-class sports car racing. That's what we're seeing right here in the Instant Weather Tech. One of the things you can do against the zone is screen it. You want to screen it, overload it. But you definitely have to move the ball and get some player movement, not just stand around. Tried to screen Brown that time. Off the kick out, Williams with the big catch.
Little hookup. I'm ready for these foodies now. I'm just streaming the house.
Jokic off the mark again. Loose ball.
31-23. Yeah, we're climbing.
7 on the shot clock. Gordon slips the screen. Jokic out to the wing. Westbrook. Got it. That's their first 3 ball in 17 attempts. Thunder a little bit stagnant here offensively. Wow, what a drive by Williams. Early to the rim. All it took was the ball reversal. Get the defense to move and then attack it. You can see shooting 34% from the field. Westbrook being guarded by Wallace. Jokic. Gilgis Alexander showing help. Gordon on the cut. Trying to get to Westbrook. He bounced out of bounds. Off the ball grip. Gordon playing in traffic. Tried to find Westbrook there. Well, that was a great cut by Aaron Gordon from that left wing. Just to make himself available, get to the front of the rim. Gordon with just 1 field goal so far. Jokic shoots an air ball.
Should have passed there, yo.
More aggressive on the offensive end. SGA. Missed a short jumper. Brown on the move. Steps
Too long. 28-33. Timeout. OKC. Then we'll climb back in. And the home team is
Christian Brown with his first basketball coach in
the home team is feeling good like these foodies, you heard me?
for that dexterity to the rim. Back after this.
I've got something to tell you. I have cancer. It only takes one word to change everything.
What we doing?
It changes how others see you, how you see yourself,
How we rocking
how you see
in the
the world,
basement?
and what you thought was important. But if cancer can change lives, there are 2 words that can change cancer. Clinical trials. 2 words that anyone can bring up. Because when we're up against it, we need all the help we can get. Popular as you. The owners of this Pathfinder and our best-selling Road, a consumer guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. From our U.S. factories to your driveway. Since 1983. Get a low $2.99 per month lease on Road, or get 0% APR for 60 months on Pathfinder.
That unrelenting itch. When moderate to severe eczema is uncontrolled despite treatment, it makes you resourceful, not just a ruler. It's a back scratcher. So when eczema's out of hand, show it who's boss with. Get itch relief fast, as soon as 48 hours, and get clear skin that lasts. The Movio works like nothing before, treating eczema at its core. Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31 to switch that triggers key symptoms of eczema. It's the first treatment of its kind that calms the nerves that make you itch, soothes inflammation, and restores skin barrier. Do not take it allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take if you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Get over your and get skin clearance that lasts.
Is here, approved by Ketchup Creamy Brown. Honey mustard spray with our Big Mac sauce, double dipped in butter. More ranch and creamy chili. Now at McDonald's.
So they brought the strips
Time to
back,
check out the
chicken
playoff tracker
tenders.
brought to you by Progressive. After it has been a litany, a progression, a procession run of offensive struggles. Here and well, he struggled making shots, but he's doing everything else. Yes, and rebounding, defending at a good level. It's really pretty remarkable. Denver in the two-possession games now with as clearly as they shot the ball. That's short. So Denver making a three-point game here. And miraculously, they are shooting just 18.8. They never lead in this game. Yeah, they shot more threes than twos. 1 of 18 from 3. But the difference is they're getting the foul line. They shot 18 free throws, made 15. Jokic had an ocean. Out to Westbrook. Jokic off the elbow. Led the league in elbow touches and points from there this year, but misfires. You can see the frustration. He just doesn't miss those shots very often. Caruso open 3. Got it. Caruso. We found that roster with a championship win. It's an 8-point advantage. Both teams were 1 of 18 from 3 prior to that shot. Yeah, that miss by Jokic was almost a little bit deflating. His teammates don't see him miss those shots. I think it affected them getting back, and they gave up a try as a result. Ford all over Murray. Hits his chest on him. Murray with a tough shot. Forced it up at the expiration of the shot clock. SGA walks into the 3 and missed it. Ford with the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Harry Gordon, the improved three-point shooter. And that is the fruition of the work that he's put in this year with Coach Stephen Graham. J-Dub left it short. Let's see how the Nuggets close these last 2 minutes. Westbrook for 3. Wow. Almost tipped into the basket. Search out that goes in. Who's the closest Nugget to give credit for it? Caruso open for 3. Got another one. You just can't leave even when there's 2 on the ball. You can't leave him that wide open. That was just you don't get that much time to shoot a shot against Horns. Gordon out top into Jokic. Off the flare. Gordon again can beat. That's way off. And rebounded by Hardenstein with under a minute to go. Gilgeous Alexander with 12 points in the ball game, leading the way for the Thunder. Trying to bounce back and even this series at 2 games apiece. A reigning coach of the year, Coach Degnaw, calling out the play. He rejects the screen. Steps out, got it. SGA on the GOP. Jokic looking at the official going, what I do, he ran in the paint. I was just standing there. But rejected the ball screen, getting past Brown. I'm not sure about that one. Brown's offensive issue is contact. It's really not that much of a bump. It's just a chest to chest. That's going to be the second personal foul against Jokic. Searching the foul. Leadership voice. That would have been quite the collective. 9-point lead. Over and one more to the corner. Williams drives. One more to Caruso. That's the hot guy down the short. 19. He run it all the way down to the 15. Coming up. Let's say two for the key at halftime. Andrew Smith. Andrew Perkins. And it's a tight game. Between the Cavs and the Pacers and the Heat. Talking about OKC suffocating, stifling, impregnable defense against them. Halftime's about 15 minutes, so that'll give the crew here a chance to repeat the rims. A double coach. Maybe a triple. Here's Murray against Sosa. Two screens on Cricket on Jokic. On the slide by Brazil. That's going to be a break. Looks like he was going to put Williams on the flank. Got the basket. That's in the first half. The key at halftime is next. That's the NBA Conference semifinals on ABC are considered legendary. Real ingredients. Real flavor. Right. With Great Daily 96 calories. It's Miller time. The legend that I'm here stories. And if you can't tell me that story, you'll tell me. Here's the 50 years Miller time.
Just 40 keys inside on meddling from 1958. Or it's the first step to becoming a writer, book historians, a movie inspired new best friend. Or becoming a chef who makes lasagna theory. Or starting a travel team that takes you from South America to Scandinavia to whatever you want to do, one step can take you everywhere you want Snapchat gives you a limit to what you can do and what you can discover on the fastest PCs with multi-day battery life. Unlock your potential with Snapchat at the heart of your PC.
Alright, friends, let's check out who's flying high, brought to you by Google Green and Blue Wrap. It's really those, but the OKC defense and Sasha
So listen, they've been all over Denver, but in the same breath, they've been open shots. Both teams have been missing. I thought this was supposed to be a basketball game. I didn't think this was a construction project where somebody was trying to build skyscrapers. That's how many bricks have been laid on.
To your point, brick by brick, the Denver Nuggets here, they had 8 turnovers in the first half. They also have
Big field.
8 made field goals. And somehow this is still a game. We'll get into it on the other side.
By the way, Brick, you notice how that's a good name?
Good morning. With Docalax. Good morning. Yeah. Try Docalax Chewy Fruit Bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes. Making your good morning even better with Docalax.
9 to 5 in the rear view is now happy hour has arrived. Let's lead this man to a $6 Popeyes Big Box. That's what crunch balance. Love that Popeyes. The salt on that Dos Equis could have ended up in an FMB pantry, but now it's lucky enough to find itself serving a crisp, refreshing dressed Dos Equis. Congratulations, salt.
What makes me feel comfortable? It's not my afternoon tea or my kitten reminding me to hang in there. It's T-Mobile. When you switch your payments today, fun.
New experience plans. Families can save 20% today, and your price won't change tomorrow.
To that key at halftime.
It's time. Because you challenged Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to be a little bit more aggressive. He has 15 points here in this first half.
Still missed a lot of gimmies. Still had a lot of ugly shots that he missed, but nevertheless, compared to whatever else we've been watching, he looks like an all-world player.
Six free throw attempts. He's going to get to the line and do shot.
I thought Chet Holmgren made a pretty good point when he did his in-game interview with George Sedano, and he said this is basically as close to a back-to-back as you get in the playoffs, considering they went into overtime, and now you have a quick turnaround for a day game, and yet it is still a 6-point game. It feels like everyone is scratching and clawing to find some
So fine, make it true. I know it ain't tricking, but I've been a groove. Heard it sweat. I'm trying to dive in the pool. Who are you? Bitch, I'm the nigga.
13% from 3-point range.
And I act a fool when I throw off that liquor.
6 for 44. I mean, just awful.
When I kept it deuce nickel. I was 13.
By default, and that's what we have to look at.
Now I got something that'll pep up your spleen.
For Oklahoma City.
Got something that'll fuck up your dreams.
But I want to go to Jokic. He's still struggling. So now he's traded on his
Tell me
third game.
bitches I'm trying to get in between. Make the pussy clean. Get back to the block for the cream. Put it on the
It's
jeans.
the active hands. It's the multiple bodies, showing them different bodies, different coverages.
On the
And
block
it
shooting
reminds me a
fingers.
lot of, y'all remember, when Shaq and Shaquille O'Neal was dominating the game,
And I'm
and
pretty
everybody was
better than on me.
around the league to get Simmons, right? To get Simmons at the position. And what I'm looking at is I'm looking at Coach Daniel. He's using all
If I tell that hoe, you get to walk up in that hoe on her feet.
Chet
I'm a
Holmgren
real P.
to Jay Will. That's his name. Jay Will. Jay Dub is the starter.
Yeah, Arkansas Jay Will.
Then off the bench. But then also on the defense, on the other side of the ball, earlier when Jokic was that man, they emphasized putting Jokic in the pick and roll. That's why Denver went to the zone, is to protect Jokic. So you see these shots being missed, it's a collective of things for Jokic.
Right.
It's like like it's almost fatigue kicking in because they're wearing on them.
Been like this year.
If you get into the free throw
Been
line,
like this year.
ammunition, that's really on for the team to step right
And
up and
true.
this game. How can you get going?
I think he just has to be a decoy, get others involved, use the attention being drawn to him to feed a Jamal Murray, feed an Aaron Gordon, to a lesser degree Michael Porter Jr., who had a big shooting game the last game out in game 3. Use yourself as a decoy, get to the free throw line if you're going to keep the ball. And if you need your attention, kick it to somebody else because you just don't have it right now.
But the two-man game,
And
that you
Joey
highlighted
Fury
in our
here for
pregame
me while I get on this game. Also listen to them.
And I'm still thankful he made it. That's how bad his first half was.
This halftime report is presented by Kia. Movement that inspires.
Oh, look, here we go. Whoa. You don't have to go into this summer.
Is that the rules?
Don't forget about the Grizzlies.
Yeah, movement that inspires.
Yeah, those are the Adidas I've been looking for. Hey!
Wow, look who's getting their fix for kicks and dips.
I know, there's so much here.
Plus all the fancy styles that just don't miss.
I need even size 6. There's even more kicks and clip-on kicks.
You kick somebody, right?
Neutrogena Ultra Shear with Helioplex protection absorbs so well it's easy to forget you're wearing it. Did I put sunscreen on? You did. Wait, did I? You did. Yes, you did. Sunscreen you can't feel.
Just after my 21st birthday, after almost 4 years of treatments, I was fine. So my mom's like, where do you want to go to celebrate? I'm like, let's go somewhere tropical. And then Pilot hopped into the car and started talking about me, and I was like, what is going on here?
My wife had cancer too, and I wanted to celebrate this special moment. We brought in drinks and donuts. And we all sang.
How ironic. We got to play
Cancer made first
Memphis.
flight, but you did. I was smiling here the years. Best flight ever for sure.
That's how good leads the way.
At Ben Gym, everyone gets.
Yeah, defense. All the way up here with a same game parlay.
Ben Gym's got your back. Get your welcome offer and play with the sports book born in Vegas.
Oh, they see.
Really?
Get up to a $1,500 new customer offer. Sign up now. BetMGM. Download and bet today.
Oscar Hutchinson is still at large.
I think he's Las Vegas.
Bill Bellington, everyone's talking right now. And London, now this week. Live on GMX, Michael Strahan with Catch the Morning exclusive Friday, live on Good Morning America.
Welcome back to the Kia halftime.
I believe it is because neither team will be close enough to come down to the line.
It's safe to sit. Good DA ready to bet.
This halftime report is presented by Kia. Movement that inspires. This presentation of the NBA playoffs will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Big shout. Now that's serious business. The guys at Fan Cloud show a serious business talk. These Smart Cash Plus cards from Delta One. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. Like this bank, they get big purchasing power, so their business we crazy looking now. What's in your watch?
Bigger, easy conference call. Smaller AI models can deliver the right results and help reduce AI costs up to 90%. Deep AI built for business. IBM.
911, is your emergency? The whole damn building just came down. Send everybody.
Thursday on the 911 season finale.
Okay, we survived that. That's our job.
You all right? I got you trapped. One way in. Warning. Right now.
Neighborhood season finale. Thursday on NBC.
Several thunderstorms that are producing tornadoes right now. Hey, percent, that thing is all. Some pretty serious flooding.
All of the elements that you all have been mentioning tonight, you can see right here.
That is a violent tornado. When we see this, it is a dire situation.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on 24 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
This just in. Bet365 is now live in Tennessee.
It's true. Join Bet365 today and get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose. Bet on the spread, totals, and money line.
Well, there you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. Win or lose. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Watch ABC 24 News on 24 Plus.
Joining us in just a bit. The one thing OKC's hung its hat on all year has been its defense. And the OKC defense in the first half was excellent. Great ball pressure. They were flying around. They were stealing the ball at times on Nikola Jokic and Curry really looking at the field. The one thing, though, that I think Oklahoma City needs to clean up in the second half, they are foul balance. They gave up 20 free throw attempts in that first half to Denver. The Nuggets hit 17 of those 20. That's what's keeping Denver in the game, but this is a big bucket to end the half like the couple of Jokic took Denver into a high run. I think David Allen and the Nuggets have to feel really good being only down 2 possessions after shooting 21% in that first half and only making 3 out of 22 threes. Well, being that said, that if we can just keep it close and then lean into our championship experience late in the game, that would and should be enough. And off the turnover, here's Jokic. 11 points in that first half. Saw the fish come off from deep. Knocking down that 3-ball. Murray off the border screen. 7 on the shot clock. Jokic with the miss. Even though Hartenstein got pushed off there a little bit, he just did a really nice job of staying in front of Jokic, making him make it tough shot. That's been the story the last 3 games of Pacific.
Yeah, but picks up a point in time. So he's picking him up above the three-point line. He got pushed off a little bit, but still was able to put some late pressure on that shot. That's a shot that Jokic is normally going to make, or at least make a high percentage of. But everything has been difficult, especially in game 3 and 4 for Nikola Jokic. And it's not just been hard time, it's been the entire team that shown him a lot of signs to make it difficult. That's why Denver has to be really disciplined to keep the floor space. That he can make some plays with his sort of George Moore. Jonesy J spoke to Denver assistant coach Ryan Saunders on adjustments for the fullback. He handed me the box score and jokingly told me, send this one to Springfield, referring to the Basketball Hall of Fame. But then he told me they are only 6, as Jay mentioned, that they were proud of how they played defensively in that half. They'd like to do a better job of rebounding, as you see the dunk there by Michael Porter Jr. But said they'd like to do a better job of rebounding to keep them from multiple shots on offense. He said they like the looks they got. They could do a better job screening. That's another comment on the other end by Alfred. They do a better job screening, he said, to get them even better looks, Jonesy. And great stuff to watch. You might want to take a floor torch to that box score. 7-point lead after that. Great dunk by Aldridge from the dunker spot. How great the things have been doing is they've been hanging in there, and their offense hasn't affected their defense. Jokic with the 3, making a 1-point game. He's in 2 now in this game. Jalen Williams on the bounce. Has it level off to Porter Jr. Well, that's a tough one. He didn't even really make a pass there. There's an individual ISO as they did last the fourth quarter in game 3. Murray got to the rim and drew the foul. We'll get a couple of shots. Jamal Murray with 5 so far in the ball game. He'll shoot over his 5th and 6th free throws. David Allen's been telling his team, keep shooting. These are good shots. We're just not making them. And he told us before the game, Jokic might have been 0 for 10 from 3 in game 3, but they were all good shots, and he knows he can make those. Well, Tuesday night, ESPN's coverage of the Stanley Cup playoffs continues at Game 4 on the Western Conference semifinal series between the Winnipeg Jets and the Dallas Stars. That's Tuesday night, 8 p.m. on ESPN on the air. That series, of course, tied to the game of peace. Game 3 is tonight in Dallas. What would Denver be in this game without the foul line? So that free throw, 19-22. Over half their points are coming from the foul line. Lawrence Alexander, phenomenal double team. The pass, Holmgren with the finish. It's 2 times in a row we've seen that action here in the third quarter. Speaks to the playmaking before of Isaiah Hartenstein. He can shoot that little push shot, or he can lob it up to Chet Holmgren. Diallo. Jokic with the show and go and Hartenstein. Good recovery. On that pass out. Baseline with the finish. Good team. Jalen Williams on the move, foul, and he'll get to the strike. After Isaiah Hartenstein catches the ball in the middle of the floor, usually it's on some sort of short ball action, but he just throws it right up to the rim 2 times in a row. Here, it's not just Hartenstein's defense. Gillis Alexander is there, right under the bucket in the hole to really help. And that help, I think, distracted Jokic when he's trying to go to the other side of the rim. And looking to the free throw, knocks down the first. They changed that previous voltage to 2, which is right now. Williams knocks down both. And the way here in the third quarter, Mark Jones takes those strokes down. Game 4. This conference semifinals with OKC trying to level up to 2 games apiece. Look at Luke Dort. Big story around that screen. Here's Gordon on the DHO. The good switch. Brown with 6 on the shot clock. A full guy. Brown's jumper is wet today. He's got 14. Combined with his defense, he's had an excellent game. screen for Murray. Flips it. The ball for three. Yes. On the free throw. It's here at Colorado. On the shot. Back out to Williams. After the front court. Williams weaving through traffic. And Gordon clears it again for Denver to take the lead. That's going to be an offensive foul on Aaron Gordon. Much to the protestations of David Adam and their head coach. Just a little bit too much of a lead. But really nice job. Jim Gillis down there got to have his hands off, and Brown made it pay for it. And then the terrific job by Jamal Murray of the screen action out top, just rushing off the defender. He gets a great lift on that shot. He uses that move so effectively. Jokic have wonderful chemistry. Jokic Alexander against Brown. They're pursuing a lot of help. 7 on the shot clock goes Tweed. Sprays it out to Dort. Wide open three. Bottom. And OKC's lead back up the floor. Lou Dort and Paul Worth spent the whole summer together playing with the Canadian national team. I asked Dort about the pressure. He said, "Why? I love Jamal, but they call it show business, not show greatness. It's all about business during the series." Jokic trying to turn the corner. And that's a big body bench move right there. By the 3-time MVP, make it a 2-point contest. What a combination of power and skill. Ford misfires on this one. And look at time. Off the drag screen, Murray. Pocket pass, Jokic, one more. Brown for the lead. And Holmgren racing back the other way against Jokic. Knocked away. What a steal by Jokic. Brown. One more. Murray throws it. Gordon lines up the seam. Mr. Nugget. Locks in. Covered all the way off slow. You love the big time matchups. Get daily profit boosts and daily exclusive picks and stupid spend. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 winning trip. Sign up with promo code BOOST.
Macy's Memorial Day sale. Bring your style to life indoors and out with savings up to 55% off. Get summer ready with resort-style patio sets to sunny living room refreshes. Shop now, pay later with great financing. Macy's Memorial Day sale starts Friday.
$5 dual all wet BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your days. It's up to you to figure it out. They hit the drive-thru.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. And now, at this unprecedented moment in automotive history, who benefits from Ford's commitment to America for over 120 years? You. Employee pricing. You pay what you pay.
Excuse me, are you shopping online while standing in line?
Yeah,
Me too. I just bought a croquet set with potato.
cool.
And see how it works in shoes now like hey.
Oh. You're not gonna sing again, are you?
What? No. I use PayPal to buy this ticket and I'm paying it off in 4 payments. No fees, no interest.
No, that's just not good.
You can pay now.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Welcome back to the conference semis delivered by Chipotle Denver in the midst of a nice run taking the first lead there. Yeah, Nikola Jokic gets a screen that controls his way down with 2 feet inside the paint and then Oklahoma City. 2 terrific closeouts on the left side, but they couldn't get to the third closeout after the Murray kick-out. And remarkably, Denver has this game under 30%. Remarkable. Token full-court pressure by Murray. This is how it's going to see with another run coming out of the timeout. Caruso with some guard screening action. Williams touches paint. Brown has done a really good job of contesting shots. All of those rear view mirror contests. He's done it multiple times in this game now. Murray unashamed to left. Round the Jokic screen, nice hezzy. George sticks with him. They've got part of the ball on block. Murray retrieves it. Double team and peeled clean. Jonas Alexander. Back out to George, one more to Williams. Wide open from deep. And that was way short. Einstein with the board though. Williams cutting with the gets it. Broken up by Murray. Here's Jokic. Murray walks into the three and matches. Jokic foul from behind by Hartenstein. Oklahoma City trying to throw it up top. And get around, but Murray gets just back from that low spot on the left and able to disrupt it with the right hand. Maybe a little bit of contact, but not enough to draw a foul. And disrupted is what Denver's defense has been. They really packed the paint, made it difficult for Oklahoma City to get any kind of drive in there with the backward hands, deflections, knocking it away. I'll tell you what, we were just on Murray just a moment ago. Was grabbing his shorts. He played basketball, and then he got back up, and he knows that that's what guys gas. He's grabbing his shorts. But well into 44.3 minutes. The previous game, it went overtime. Only a couple of days ago, he's playing in lighter weight during these playoffs. It's going to more endurance and strength. He's going to need every ounce. His team with possession off the turnover. He has given it away 11 times. Jokic off the elbow. Cross-court Porter Jr. And rebounded by Williams. Great start in game 3. Game 4 has been much different. Skip pass into the corner, George for 3. And it comes off to Porter Jr. They are now 4 of 26. Murray for 3. Now we'll follow. Murray says, go. The biggest lead of all game in 6 on a 10-0 run. So good at using these screens by Nikola Jokic. You go underneath, he just pulls up and drains it.
Cricket, we're all about honesty. What you see is what you get. Nothing to hide.
Okay, my turn. These are your plugs. I need T-ball. Phew. Feels good to get that off my chest, which was always hearing. Welcome to Life Without Hidden Fees. Welcome to Cricket Nation. He escaped.
stress, and darkness. Insensitive, unproductive, energy. Look for it. Shots of food, espresso, shaking, 10 times and then this is a smooth coffee. Okay? The Starbucks you love is ready.
As a director, confidence was always my strong suit, and sadness has stripped it away. Until I got clear as air. With Benzelix, I can't wait to say I'm back.
Only Benzelix targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation. Benzelix can deliver transformative relief.
Most people got 100% clear skin so much of the first dose. I'm back to running the show again.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease occur. Tell your doctor if these happen or worse, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, and cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting to check for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back.
Ask the dermatologist about Benzelix.
Old ideas are everywhere. Leftovers from the lakes. You're not careful, they can sneak in. But when you're not proud of the past, old ideas can't hold you back. Exclusive design with the soul that's built from the new UV7. Welcome to Genesis.
Well, tomorrow night on ESPN, NBA Countdown tips off at 6:30 Eastern, followed by this year's draft lottery. Then it's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference, the semifinals between the Celtics and Knicks at 7:30, followed by Game 4 of the Western semifinal between the Timberwolves and Warriors at 10 p.m. Let's go to George. What do you have for us, Lano?
Jonesy, Jimmy, I was behind the OKC bench during that timeout huddle. Alex Caruso reporting his teammates took the bend. He said, guys, we got to guard. We can turn them over and get back in this. Denmark picked up game. And he said, guys, it's only a 6-point game. No matter how we got here, they cut it to 3 there on the 3. He said, no matter how we got here, it's just a 6-point game. We got to trust our stuff, Jonesy.
That was interesting to hear George and say, Coach Greenhoff saying, I have to remind the guys who they were during our lockdown.
Murray from the elbow. Halfway down and out.
It's Alexander will bring it up.
Why did second half with him? So far with 16. They run 2 of it. He gets off of it. It's Wallace. And picked off Brown jumping the passing lane with the steal.
Ubiquitous tonight all over. What was protected? That was foul. Elementary, but this Wallace needs to come to a 3-footer jump stop there. Right on 2 feet on that. Through the ball play, no reach for it.
There commits a foul again on the other end. On board. Alberto gets Wallace. That's the 13th foul against the Thunder. Denver with 2.
Clemson Brown.
Being on the press, and he's got 3 steals. As Wiggins switch on to him. Westbrook for 3. Comes off of the Thunder. Walls controls. That's going to be a foul on Joker, who likes to raise his palm skyward. That's going to be his 3rd. This is an opportunity to bounce on the loose ball.
It brings Alex Caruso on that last play. Just keep him offensive line. Couldn't grab it, kept it alive for an OKC to grab that to the line.
Caruso for 3, that's all. Wiggins hustling, effectively play almost.
So the shooting misery continues from deep. For the Thunder, they're just 5 of 28. You're not going to get Denver out of this zone unless you shoot them out. And thus far, Westbrook. Checks the screeners. Jokic pulls the three ball. Goes from three. The rebound. That's going to be a foul against Williams. Referee will signal an offensive foul because that was an offensive play you should have given with their position. But that was done defensively. Foul's going to go against Williams. That's the 14th foul. Pittsburgh is pick and roll there with Joker. Brown gets it back to gets that ball over his head. Faces with Bobby Blackhall, but he also plays on the floor so he can shot making try it. Understand they wanted to face Denver. Wallace laces the three in the quarter. They said they wanted Denver because they think the Nuggets will alchemize the best team there. Looks to come out now. The Denver going down 3-1 in the series. Murray out top. Whistle and foul. As Jokic again ends up on the court. Foul's going to go against Jason Holmes, his third. Because Nikola Jokic plays on the floor. And he can rise up. That could be a shot fake or a shot. That ball winds up behind his head. It's just near impossible to block. It's really difficult to get a lot of pressure on by the time you're releasing it. Spike in his three-point shooting during the regular season this year was amongst the league leaders. Jokic knocks down the first free throw in the playoffs, shooting 73% from the line with double subs coming into the ball game. Jason Hall was trying to get over that screen. They give him the second one of foul on the one hook. And those are the fouls you just can't have. The free throw line has been a huge difference in this game. Denver is now 23 of 26 on the foul line. Biggest foul. Gilbert Alexander sprays it out to Wiggins on the wing. And that three with an auspicious bounce goes through. It's down to 2. Wiggins off the bench with his first field goal. Murray, one more to watch to the inside. Holmgren fouls at the rim. Over Watson and the free throw line. Really nice cut by Nate Watson on the left side. Big Gilbert Alexander draws basically 3 defenders and tips it out to Wiggins, who's ready to shoot. OD Isaiah Joe can make a difference against this defense that needs protecting first and then trying to recover out for another shooter. Right now it's being Watson to the foul line for the Nuggets. Well, tonight over on ESPN, Sunday Night Baseball in Cleveland, as the Guardians take on Bryce Harper, and the Phillies coverage begins. The baseball tonight, Sunday Night Countdown at 6 p.m. And it's Phillies Guardians at 7 p.m. on ESPN and ESPN The Offense. Watson goes 0 for 2. A chance for the Thunder to tie it up. Well, it's a good minutes for Denver to be pretty short. For the lead, Wiggins. Get it to Watson. Full control. Gilbert Alexander right back. Goes Dwayne. Baseline. Einstein. But look, he is 82% of those shots coming into the Brown. Downtown Brown. 17 in the game for Christian Brown. He's been so good in this game. Holmgren misses. A little room service from Wiggins up the gate for the loose goal. Denver has that. Just looking for Brown. Lakers bringing it up. Season. job by Brown to come up for help time after help. Russell Westbrook. Terminable energy. Endless. There's a reason why Nikola Jokic lobbied the front office to sign Westbrook as a free agent last July. Westbrook's just a warrior. He brings such an edge to this team, certainly puts pressure on the rim. When the opponents lay off him, he's been knocking down that three, especially from the corners. 6.1 to go, 33 to 24. Curry brings it across against Jokic. Brown with a spinning Caruso, switches on the Murray. Seconds to go. The Thunder with playing time. Jordan pulls the three. Turns off no good. And that's going to do it for the first 36 minutes here at Colorado. The emotion of the 2023 champs still tangible and palpable. That's the end of the third. We'll be back after this message of word from your ABC station.
Excuse me. Playing for those actors? Well, we're high level. Ice cold. You love our legendary Sosa, you'll love our legendary new Doritos football nachos. Doritos and Subway, two legends come together to legends, even legends. Am I right? Yes, thank you, ma'am. Doritos football nachos. Just $5 only at Subway.
If it's on them, Stephen, a pyramid, we got huge laughs.
I don't read words, I read body language.
And a common wins that will have you jumping for joy. Michael Strahan hosts an all-new season of Pyramid. You tonight, you can see.
Don't will be elected now. UG60 Drive. The exceptional office at your local level.
It's a hard contender in the marathon. Yes, but it's not someone has come up to the front. You can't be it's just like responsible for just having. Talk about keeping your eye on the ball. What happened? Get some. Come out for it. Big guy. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Over to baseball. Let's go with the Smith.
Whatever the it's Eric at 365.
Experience UG60 Drive. Exceptional office at your local level.
Ex-officers on trial. Watch on ABC 24. Stream 24 o'clock.
Let's look at today's player resume brought to you by Indeed. It has been a slow build for Nikola Jokic, the three-time after the first quarter. He has found his groove and his mojo. Inside, outside, and has ended up in a Denver lead after three.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal is bad. You get a medium iced or hot coffee, bacon, egg, and cheese, and 6 toasty hash browns. It's the big breakfast. Dunkin's $6.
Real drinks, Mary. Rush hour.
Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this. See? On time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% break. It's a no-brainer. Choose adventure. Then dive right in. And after that, go. You can choose a change of scene. Or choose a change of pace. The Mazda CX-50 Hybrid lets you go farther. What you choose to do with those extra miles is up to you.
Welcome back to the conference semis delivered by Chipotle there with Christian Brown of the Denver Nuggets. You guys took your first lead here in the third quarter. How are you guys able to regain the situation and take over?
We finally made a shot. I feel like I made a shot again, but pretty good defense. We're staying with it.
dominated at the free throw line. What's going into that particular part of the game? You sort of talk about it's easy. They're really good defense. Some double ball. Take care of the ball with you. Chris, you look back in. I got back too. All right, Jordan. Dave Borowski, we're going to OKC by 12. Up the screen. Aaron Gordon got his feet set. That's going to be a foul against OKC. And Wallace underneath trying to block out Westbrook. But with that constant movement, it's always going to be a threat in preparation. Trying to face guard box out. Just got into the body a little bit too much. They established a rhythm in the third quarter, but I don't think they established it on offense. I think they established their rhythm on defense. They have hung in there this whole game. Johnson with the jump hook. And to further your point, they've really improved defensively the whole season. When you look at the fact that during the regular season, the numbers were 20 in the defensive rating. They came up with 1-1. The Hartenstein, who is fouled by Watson. Hartenstein just hanging out behind the defense in that dunker spot. And all it took was some penetration off the ball screen to make. And then had to take Watson had to come in from the wing to try. Justin Hartenstein is fouled. Hartenstein at the free throw line, 6 for 9. And the postseason. From the sweat. Crucial misses in that overtime period. 36 hours ago from that chip kicker spot. Got a little push shot from the fourth line. And that's going to be exciting, or not? But yeah, Hartenstein was taught that little push shot by his father, Flo, who he played professionally for years in Germany. That's the play when you go to college, you get it all quicker. But what a part of it. Proud that they play in the that when your teammate is your father is a part, you have dad and father. Aaron Gordon with the turnaround. Good as Aaron Gordon's been in the period, but he was against the Clippers. And that game winner, the big shot response by Wallace. A little bit of ball movement there from Oklahoma City getting it from one side of the floor to the other. And that's something that was missing in the fourth quarter of Game 3. The game this fourth quarter on the bench. Nuggets are going the whole fourth. Murray off the miss, loose ball. They'll have another opportunity to Austin Watson. Great job by Gordon. Keep that thing alive. Also on Murray cross court, Gordon tries to close out. Got his fist back. And another opportunity or not. Fire to count. Just in time before the expiration of the shot clock. Williams. Wallace, one more Riggins. Wide open. Cash. And timeout. Denver. Good credit to Jalen Williams for rushing that ball down the floor when he picked it out. That extra pass, which is the right pass, to get it back to Wiggins for his wide open three. That's excellent offensive transition by Oklahoma City.
Kevin, can we talk about...
Well, listen, this speech I have to make, just add it. We'll talk. Whoa, that's a pretty big... How can I help you? What do you know about driving? Touching a hole can be easier than it looks.
Doors bring us together. A dedicated fidelity advisor can help you open those doors. Choose Sosa to take over with a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth for generations. Doors will make them open. Different dogs have different needs. Like skin and coat, and mobility support, and healthy digestion. That's why Heinz Advanced Health has different formulas, so every dog can be a healthy dog.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this dog?
It's competitive.
And if it was an hour, it would be...
With Indeed, you can avoid offered salary conversations from the start.
Well, a number.
Is it competitive? Trains. Trains
to sense what isn't on the scale. Trained to use the power of Dell AI and insight to see hundreds of miles of tracks. Clearing the way so you arrive exactly where you belong. The Cheez-It craze can happen anywhere. So eat Cheez-It anywhere you can.
Alright, this lady gets it. It's on the tail line. Want it? Need it? Seize it.
This fighter
It's coming.
It won't take you space. It brings space to you. Producing the free row Hyundai Ioniq 9. Interior space.
It's the final two are knockout round. How lucky are we to be here?
And at the end of this hour, we will know which three of our masters will be headed home. How the hell of it?
Jeopardy Masters primetime event. New Wednesday, 9 Central on ABC. The ABA Conference and Finals on ABC. Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle. For real. And in Carlisle, Blueberry. Brought to the NBA.
Time for the outcome. Game 4 then Monday on ESPN. At 7 o'clock Eastern Time, NBA Draft Lottery. Presented by State Farm, Jimmy will be there. And then when the Celtics next game 4 after that at 7:30. Followed by a 10 o'clock run. Game 4 between Minnesota and Golden State. Out of the timeout, Jokic back in ball game. It's stumped at him. Killed 2 bodies. And now time to get the stop and the base report on the offensive line. Porter Jr. back to Brown. Shot clock is 7 for Jokic. Brown puts the 3. This time, to take the lead as Gilgis Alexander summing off the bench, ready to check in for OKC. After the nice looking play like that a couple of times, hopefully Jokic will come home. Loose ball comes out to Westbrook. Bounce pass to Porter Jr. Boy, a blown opportunity by Green time by Westbrook and 12 turnovers for Denver as Holmgren checking the ball game shortly as well. Six of 8 from the line. That's the ball game. It's really foul with swinging, right? This has been a tough game to find rhythm in. But Alex Caruso, Oklahoma City is now trying to use Alex Caruso. We don't have the game, but set a screen on the top of that little 2-3 look that Denver is giving the Thunder. Murray will check into the ball game for Denver for it's outside just a little bit. Murray, Westbrook, Brown, Jokic, and Gordon on the floor for the Nuggets. Double team Gilgis Alexander. Throws it across the glass. Bucket knocked away out of bounds off of Gordon. And Holmgren has been given the face during that series. A little bit wild. Remember, he missed 39 games this year with the championship. Friendly fire from Hartenstein on his tendon. He's getting an elbow to the dome.
Alexander around the screen. Caruso one more. That is fun. He gives them all a thing. Not down to what he didn't do in game 3. 9-0 run for OKC. Jokic. Westbrook for 3. Looks ball. And Wiggins gets the 50-50 ball. That was too much backline defense the way they were crowded in the paint. Lucas Alexander around the Hartenstein screen to 3. Three-pointers effective here today. He's over 3. Here, found the right guy, Brown. Relocates and gets it back against Caruso. Around the Jokic screen, Brown for 3. Loose ball, and another 50-50 runs out to the Bucks. And another timeout. Caruso knocks it away from him. So that his teammate Brown is always around the ball. Lucas Alexander got to his spot and draws the foul for 2. They'll get 2 shots. We talked about how Caruso being a leader off against the big little ball screen and the top out to the 3-point line, and when Westbrook closed it out, just hit Wallace on the right side, and then watch him tip the ball away to the Jokic here. He wasn't trying to grab it, he's trying to keep Jokic from getting it to get that easy skip back. Smart play by the veteran. He's not the same player. I'm not suggesting he's even close to the Hall of Famer, but he's got some Ginobili qualities. Look at how he plays. 31 years old, one of the senior player on the roster. 30 last minutes to go to be called the ball. OG by your teammate. I'm going anyway. That's some of the Johnson that played in Seattle for the Sonics project. Lucas Alexander missed. There's Gordon. Takes the screen for Jokic. Across the floor. Couple of jabs. Ball stays right there. Good help in rotation by the Thunder. And they get the miss and the loose ball rebound. Hoover's right there on the catch. Caruso. That's incredible. To knock that ball away from an excellent handler.
I stay eating up some shit. It's too easy. Trust and believe. I tell y'all what I be on. Damn. So I got I don't know, on that webcam or something. You know, stay the fuck out warning. Be on that warning. I was on that warning. And I hit the mama up in the morning, told her that I'm horny. She said, come on over, put it in my mouth while I'm yarning. She just really trying to sell me up like she ain't hard. I ain't green no purple like Barbie. were down by 4, 7-7, 7-7, 7-3.
When he has a sliver of daylight, that snaps and 11-0 run. Well, once Jalen Williams comes off that screen to help, he's got to stay with him. He's getting that home.
Bet checker. See what's going on.
Wallace sprays it out to Caruso. Inside with the 100. Got blocked from behind. What a play by Aaron Gordon. Gordon on the move. Lost it out of bounds. Jason Wallace knocked that away from a difficult pass to get through, but it did. Went right through the fingertips of Wallace, but a fantastic block from behind to pin it against the backboard by Aaron Gordon.
Ticket's still alive. Ticket's still alive.
Williams on Murray, now out to Jokic. So, and a foul. I'm not sure who that's on. Tony Brothers blows the whistle. That's the second team foul against OKC in the period. Well, Murray's so good at getting separations. Gets picked. And then a step back jumper where he gets great rise. And then Jalen Williams helps with him. I mean, I know it's difficult when he's backing up like that for a big guy to get out to him, but
Well, Westbrook to get 4 more points.
Opportunity to recover, so he doesn't pull the trigger on that shot. Yesterday, on an optional, Jamal spent a couple of hours working out with his first ever basketball coach, his father, Roger Murray, who's in town with his lovely wife. And Roger was emphasizing balance and a good high release point for Jamal, which are kind of his triggers.
It's a tight man.
Nobody else in there. Loving and doting, supportive dad is always on his hip. Gildas Alexander at the top of the lane. Almost lost it, and that's going to be a foul against Westbrook, putting Gildas Alexander on the free throw line. They're shooting the rest of the way. That's the 5th on Westbrook. He's a big part of their bench. I thought Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was going to drive the middle to try to make 2 play 1, but instead tried to drive to his left. Because Brown did a pretty good job. He just fouled him after he lost the ball. Westbrook in 26 minutes, 5 fouls. He's been really good in the playoffs. Russell Westbrook, he's averaging over a game. That's second off the bench. In Cleveland, just a 10 more than 14 points to be the top bench scorer in the playoffs. So, all right, see you.
That TV crazy.
Back to the ball. Williams back the other way. Holmgren inside Caruso with a nice touch. Through traffic, couldn't get it. Denver can take the lead. Sorry, one more. Westbrook for the lead. And he missed everything.
I needed you, Westbrook, on that. Bullshit. Come on, I need you too, son.
Alexander raises up.
There we go.
Got an auspicious bounce for the bucket. The lead is up to 3. A couple of teams that arguably right now you could say are a little bit fatigued. But this ain't the time for that, Jay. Jokic with the back down. Thought he got fouled there, but still that magnificent touch getting it to roll around the rim and go in. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the crossover using his body so well when he gets the ball.
We going up on this channel, so God.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
Fuck with it.
What was that?
I'll be off camera. I'm gonna say it again. I really don't like being on camera.
Of course, at 100. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey, take Sam to beat tonight.
This is VC.
Flavor. Everyone wants to taste. You just got the $120 corset you've been seeing all over your feed for $40. Which means you also just got the $120 confidence of someone who knows what they're doing for $40. My bad.
Wow, today just clicks.
Introducing Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, ultra smooth taste. Just 29 calories. Stay in the game with Michelob Ultra Zero.
Interesting trends when you parse the numbers between these two in the season and playoffs. In close games, 6.5 points or fewer, Denver wins. The OKC marked by blowouts, but here's the catch. The Thunder have only played in 24 clutch games this season. That's the fewest in. Right now, folks, we are officially in clutch time with the margin 5 points or fewer with less than 5 minutes to go. The Thunder, out of the timeout, forced a 5-second violation. Boy, that's big time. Not to let Denver even inbound the ball. Alex Caruso taking that. Everybody. Big mistake. Knocks it home. The lead is back up to 5 under 4.5 to go. Oklahoma City's been really good in this fourth quarter. And Denver has not made a three in the fourth. They're 0 for 7. Here's your left. And that's going to be a foul on the push-up. No up. And give Hartenstein credit here. Not only did he contest that shot, but he turned around and rebounded. That is not easy to do when you're contesting really one of the great players of all time, Nikola Jokic. No question. Jokic tonight, 6 of 19 from the field. Hartenstein knocks down the first free throw. Meanwhile, our other MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 7 of 15 from the field. Oklahoma City done a great job of showing bodies to Nikola Jokic. They're shrinking the floor, and still they have the tenacity and really the speed to get back out to shoot him if he passes it out. There's that split action. Murray over to Brown, 10 on the shot clock. Murray gets it back. Around the Jokic screen, Caruso sticks with him. Jamal with a lay. Murray's up to 17. Margin back to 4.
I forgot Westbrook was playing OKC. He was going to show out tonight.
Caruso on the top man of the zone. Williams, no good. Jokic with the board.
You should have been for two. You didn't need to let the seat on there.
Inside Gordon. They almost turned it over. Jokic got it back. And that's going to be a foul. Free throw line for a couple of shots. That foul is going to go against Caruso, his third. Foul. Caruso almost came up with, but Jokic just pulling his way in, surrounded by three Oklahoma City Thunder defenders. We're going to have an OKC challenge on the foul on Caruso. I think Caruso felt that he was pushed first. The challenge by Oklahoma City. Take that booty all around the bottom you go. Booty to the beat of the bottom you go.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Gemini.
What I just said?
Sure, just add it and we'll talk.
Can you take a look at this?
The hole is easier to repair than it looks.
Gemini, I need help.
Okay, let's talk about how to get rid of that spider.
Run that back, Gemini.
Attach the braces to...
Attach what to what? Go back a step.
No problem. Let's go back to step 3.
We're only on step 3? Ding, ding, ding. Here's the call that's being challenged by the Thunder. Jokic uses that left arm to discard Caruso. And remember, with the addendum to the rule book this year, of the proximate foul on Caruso that was actually called.
There are two things. One, does the proximate foul rule take it that far back when that wasn't exactly part of that action on the Caruso foul? But the other thing, do they just call that incidental contact or marginal contact? And it looked like a push-off because Caruso had a great opportunity to get that ball.
The Tony brothers and Sean Wright at the monitor. There's another look from a different angle. Caruso had that left hand on Jokic's hip.
Well, that was a foul right there.
That part, yep.
I mean, I don't think you can claim that, he didn't have a hand on him.
At the review, there's contact with the head with the push, also contact to the knee on the play. Therefore, the challenge is unsuccessful. There will be 2 shots for Jokic blitz possession on the ball. Oklahoma City will lose their timeout and the ability to challenge the rest of the game.
Tony brothers with the decision. Jokic to the free throw line. No more challenges remaining for the Thunder. Denver has said if they can just keep this game close, they can lean into their championship bloodlines and lineage to pull out close games.
And maybe the most impressive thing, Josie, has been, despite the shooting woes for Denver, especially in the first half, they didn't really let it affect their defense.
That's a great point, Joe. Great point. When they took control of this team in the last days of the NBA's regular season after Michael Malone was dismissed as Jokic goes 0 for 2. Wow. Against that Denver zone, Williams touches paint with the layup. He lacerates the lane to make it a 6-point game.
They'll took the ball from the left side, and then they run and drove that with
Jokic screen being hounded by Caruso. Foul.
Green, and then flips it, but Gilgeous-Alexander just kicks it to the left side, and then it's the force that Jalen Williams drove that was really made the play in that gap.
He's got 4 points this afternoon. It's the DHO. Jokic with the 3. Rings out to Gordon on the offensive glass. Got a whistle and a foul underneath.
But guess who? Basically out of that dunker spot. The one thing that's probably underappreciated about Aaron Gordon is just how big and strong he is. I mean, he is a substantial presence. Yeah, just an amazing athlete. And he's doing all this even after that calf injury. What, he missed 31 games?
Sure. Still has fouls. But, he's playing the entire season pretty much, folks, with a very heavy heart. He lost his brother, Drew, in a car accident over the summer. And he has leaned into his family, in particular his Brody. Really embraced them and commemorating his play this season, dedicating him to his brother, his late brother. Gilgeous-Alexander to the rim and the layup. The lead is up to 7 as we approach 2 minutes to go.
More of a man look. They really were able to take Nikola Jokic away from the rim and get him out top so that SGA could drive him.
Murray around the screen. Hartenstein switched onto him, got him caught up. Brown, the 3 ball. This one comes off the Holmgren. Under 2 minutes to go. Jalen Williams will walk it across for the Thunder, trying to even a series at 2 games apiece. Youngest team in the NBA trying to matriculate. Caruso with another opportunity back. Gilgeous-Alexander, 7 on the shot clock.
That was a huge offensive rebound by Holmgren.
Step back 3. Rebounded by Porter Jr. Gordon on the cross. Jokic with the finish off the great feed from Gordon.
But how about that play by Aaron Gordon? Just went right into the chest of Chet Holmgren.
Jalen Williams over to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rejects the screen, goes at Jokic. Kicked out of bounds. Who's that off? That's off of the Thunder. And the door is still open.
Right off SGA's left leg.
I want to see the overtime. I want to see Russell Westbrook get back in. I don't think Shea Gibbs just really for the Thunder. He got about 7 points down.
Murray out top, around the Jokic screen. Switches onto him. They got a mismatch. Murray inside. Good catch. Porter Jr. Oh, and it comes out.
He made such a great cut there. He's got great rise off that jumper.
44 seconds to go for Gilgeous-Alexander out top. They're looking to blitz him. He beats the double team on that Nash dribble. Throws and comes out. 5 on the shot clock. Got to get to work. Pivots and pulls. And Jokic with the rebound with 28.1 to play. They did burn a lot of clock on that possession.
That's why I said we ain't trying, though. We ain't trying to get it.
Dang, your score is higher than a giraffe on a pogo stick.
That's because I bank fee-free through Chime. Plus, I build credit through everyday purchases.
That's a big perk.
Hey, perk. Fee-free banking and early access to your being at Granny's house on a Sunday.
Everybody eats.
All right. Didn't know how that's going to go.
Hello. If you want to check a bag for free, you should probably have a United Explorer card. Look at me. I'm free. Ow! If you want to earn double miles on United, so work can pay for fun trips.
I like fun.
You should probably have a United Explorer card.
Okay.
This one's mine. And if you want to earn double miles on dining, you should probably have a United Explorer card. Try me. That's a lot of miles.
Well, tomorrow night on ESPN, NBA Countdown tips off at 6:30 Eastern, followed by this year's NBA Draft Lottery. Then it's Game 4, the Eastern Conference semifinal between the Celtics and Knicks at 7:30 Eastern, followed by Game 4 of the Western semifinal between the Timberwolves and Warriors. That series also at 2-1 in favor of Minnesota. Sideline out of bounds. Jokic will inbound.
You have the junior Gordon Murray out on the floor. Pulls the three. Came up short. They got Jokic and Murray in that two-man game, and Murray got a good look. But didn't have the same kind of lift on that shot that he's had earlier in the game. Murray has played 38 minutes, and that's going to be a foul. Oh, no, timeout first by Coach Daignault, last year's winner of Coach of the Year. And we'll be back for the final 21 seconds in a minute.
Little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky little boxes. Little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes all the same, and they all look just the same.
This is what you can buy for $10 at KFC $10 Tuesdays. And this is what you can buy for $10 at a coffee shop.
This is coffee.
I know. It was expensive.
Get more bang for your bucket at KFC. 8 pieces of original recipe fried chicken or 8 tenders for just $10.
Dad, don't forget about my new quiz.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
I heard of Dick's.com. Have I heard of Dick's.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Look at the numbers today on Jamal Murray. 48 minutes, less than 36 hours ago. And then today, heavy minutes as well, as is the case with Nikola Jokic. Like 42 minutes today. And heavy lifting. There's no possessions off. Yeah, it's basically been a 6-man rotation for Denver in this game. Williams on the inbound play. Fouled.
Now
On the
we're
shot.
back in.
Either way, he'll get 2. They're in the penalty. With 20 seconds to go, the Thunder on the cusp of being able to close this one out as Westbrook fouls out of the ball game. For so many people, an unusual
6 points.
inordinate amount of people that doubt this 68-win team in the regular season, Jay. And what do you think it means for them to squeeze out? Should they,
This is crazy.
a win against this or play these types of games? I think it's another confidence builder. But for Mark Daignault and his staff and his team, in a game,
Big Sosa guy, man. Big Sosa,
when Denver
Pablo
so
Sosa.
partially shooting the ball so poorly in the first half. A young team that could shake you a little bit. But this young Thunder team responded in a really positive way. It's excellent for I said yesterday, experience is a cool teacher. It gives you the test first and the lesson afterwards. And it looks like OKC has certainly learned a lesson with a 7-point lead, 20 seconds to go, but class is not let out yet. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the way with 23 points on a very efficient 7 of 15 from the field. Much more resolute in this game than in Game 3 to get to his spots and get what he wants. Got to the free throw line, much more efficient. 6 rebounds, 5 assists to go with those 23 points. He didn't knock down any of his 3-pointers, but has had a strong fourth quarter, and his leadership and defense have been a big part of Oklahoma City, outpacing Denver in the fourth period. He left the court in defeat a couple of nights ago with a big smile on his face. Gilgeous-Alexander did. He said, I never want my opponents or their fans to see any kind of weakness. He promised that he would be better today, and he has been. I thought it was interesting, Mark Daignault saying, he's in the driver's seat of his own development. A lot of time, the coach is in the driver's seat, has to help the player get into the driver's seat, but SGA has always been in it. Boy, this denied defense, impenetrable foul, though, but they burned a lot of time trying to get to their action there, Jay. That's going to be the 5th on Caruso. Well, whenever Oklahoma City switches, they switch up. They're switching to take something away. And A terrific job by Caruso, except for the late reach in. The last thing you want to do in this situation, you want to give up an open three. You don't want to foul.
Gordon for 2 free throws. And then with 11 in the ball game, and that has been the story. Some critical misses here from the line in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Jokic missed 2, and then Gordon was 1 of 2 before that miss. That's really hurt Denver down the stretch. You have to think fatigue might play a little bit of a role in that.
Westbrook, Watson, and Slaughter. We've only got 5 minutes off the bench. Pretty much defense for the Denver Nuggets. And Gordon with 12.
Same thing now for Oklahoma City. Get a good block out here. Don't give up an offensive rebound, but also inbound the ball cleanly.
Lane violation?
It looked like Jokic was in first. But they're going to
Jordan jumping up at midcourt. Says Sean Wright. This kind of happens a lot. It's interesting when they call it. That time, the result is a jump at midcourt with 8.8 to go. Nuggets win the tip, down 6. Gordon trying to find the handle. Banks in a 3. It's a with 1.6 to go, and Coach Dagnall is not going to take any chance or risk here. Calls a timeout. Aaron Gordon keeping hope alive for Denver.
That's the kind of game it's been.
Yes.
Aaron Gordon, after getting this jump ball, couldn't trying not to foul, and all of a sudden gives up a backdoor 3. That's the third 3 made in this game by Aaron Gordon. 4 3. 3.
25, 30,
16 rebounds.
10.
Remember game 1, folks, of this series when the Thunder apparently had the game put away until their rather questionable execution in late game fouling strategy. They're the wrong result. And Denver ended up stealing that one. Still 1.6 to go. Jay, what's the solution here for OKC? Just get it in, right?
Get it in bounds cleanly. And you can certainly have an opportunity to look further down the floor.
Pop the 3.
But you can throw it. The main thing, you can diagram all the plays you want. You've got to get over them.
Now, Jokic is not going to guard the inbounder. They get it into Williams. Fouled quickly with 1.0 to go. All he has to do is make 1 free throw out of these 2 attempts, and it'll be a 2-possession ball game.
Really smart by Casey Wallace and Chet Holmgren to run into the backcourt. That drags their defenders with them, gives a little more room for Jalen Williams to break free to get that inbound pass from Caruso.
Williams shooting 72% from the line in the playoffs. And there it is. That should just about do it. Jalen Williams with a subpar offensive game today with 9 points.
Here we go now.
2 of 13. They get 10 but regardless, the Thunder will even this series at 2 games apiece as they storm into Denver and Arena on Mother's Day and win 92-87 in a big bounce back game by the presumptive MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, leading the way with 25 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 6 assists. The youngest team in the NBA, cataloging some of those important moments for the future, you would think, Jeff.
And did it in clutch time in the fourth quarter, which was where Oklahoma City fell down a bit in Game 3. This is a game that Oklahoma City had to have, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led them to it with those 25 points.
The most fun team to interview in the league is OKC, George. We all know. Yeah, Jonesy, we're here with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai, this one wasn't pretty, but you got the win. How did you do it?
We got stops.
quarter. They obviously came out hot after half, jumped on us. But yeah, defensive end is always in for us. Got away from us a little bit, but we got it back on track and we were able to get a W.
Late game execution had been a decision point in this series as you guys had lost to in those clutch time moments. What was the difference today?
Yeah, we didn't want it to be a third. As simple as that. As long as we keep getting better throughout the series, we should be in a good spot. Now, like you said, we fumbled a few, but all we can do is control the present, and we did that tonight.
2-2 is a lot different than down 3-1. What was the message coming into this? Was this do or die?
Yeah, every game is do or die in the series against a really good team. One game can shift the complete control of the series, and we realized that. So yeah, every game here on out, and the past four have been do or die. We keep that mentality.
Now, today's Mother's Day. You and the guys have any shout-outs for moms?
Yeah. Haley, Charmaine, Grandma, and everybody else's mom in the world. Congratulations to the best.
No doubt. Congratulations. All right, guys, back to you.
All right. SGA on the JOBOB. You standing on business tonight, folks. Look at the updated brackets. OKC leveling up at 2-23. Game champs, the Nuggets. And Minnesota Golden State will run one Monday night on ESPN. Game 4 in that one. Hartenstein rising to the occasion many a time tonight. And Christian Brown was up to the task for the Nuggets as they fall 92-87. For Jay Phillips, George Sedano, I'm Mark Jones saying goodbye from Denver. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Let's go to Malika Andrews in the studio.
Baby.
Jonesy, thank you. Well, it wasn't pretty, but Oklahoma City got it done behind 25-6 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander answering the call. You heard him in his interview with George Sedano right there. He said that every game is do or die. Every game is must win, and that's certainly the case. They wanted to avoid going down 3-1, and now the series feels a whole lot different, tied at 2-2. And it really, once again, came down to the play of these two teams down the stretch. In Game 3, it was a totally different story for SGA. In the final 6 minutes, he didn't score. In Game 4 today, he has 8 points. Stephen A., you challenged him to step up. He did just that.
I thought he did. I thought he did when it counted. He made sure his presence was felt, and that's why I think that he is the imminent MVP. But let's also give credit to the bench for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Caruso, with to you outscoring Denver like 35-8. In the bench. And so I think that you have to look at that level of contribution. It was not a good shooting game by either squad. Both of them shot 24.4% from 3-point range. But ultimately, as SGA highlighted, we hang